Hello, my name is Marcello Rossi, and I was asked by Trang Ngoyen to do this testimonial on how learning from Junior Anthony benefited my music education business. Um, I felt honored to meet this challenge. And first, let me explain why I joined Junior's course and his Earn While You Learn program. Um, I am 53 years old. I been basically a musician my entire life. I worked for the Archdiocese of Detroit as a director of music for two parishes in my career. And I basically left my current position about 3 months ago. It was a big position, had a big ministry, but sometimes you get change of leadership and different, what to say, perspectives and values, and sometimes it doesn't work. So I left. And basically, I'm looking back on my career and all the successes that I did experience. I do not have any regrets. I was set to retire in 3 years anyway from music directing. So it wasn't uh, that big of a shock because I was basically getting ready for that. Um, But at that point, whenever you're at the end of your career, though, you're basically at a crossroads. You're looking to, okay, what do I want to do next? Because I mean, I'm 53, I'm not 65. So what do I want to do next? So obviously, I had plans for my music education business to recultivate it. I let it wane over the past few years, basically um, because I was just looking to finish out my time at St. Daniel where I was at. Um, but now the circumstances changed, and so the fact that I teach piano and voice and wind instruments, I wanted to return back to that. Um, so I was at a music store already. I just added another one that I already had inroads with through the years, got to know them, did some recitals at their center as well. And so I gave him a call. Hey, maybe I want to open up a night there. No problem. So Marcello, come on down. So that's what happened. But just because that happens doesn't mean you're just going to get students just flying in. It's that's usually not what happens. I mean, it's not that easy. So I was thinking, okay, well, I have to create more opportunities. So I looked into digital marketing. I saw a Facebook ad on it, so I started taking the course, and it had 7 modules. I was working through it. The initial cost wasn't bad, so I went into it. Then it was a little bit of an upsell to get part of their elite program. So there were, things that were already starting to look like there were some upsells coming. And then here comes Trang, and she messages me. She tells me who she is. We talked a little bit. She told me about her story with the program that I was in and about the significant upsells that she actually took advantage of one of them, which was probably the lowest one they offered, which turned out to be a bunch of DVDs. And it didn't work out for her at all. And she didn't see any returns for that. And then she ran into Junior Anthony, and working with him and affiliating with him. Next thing you know, she's made like $10,000 in the first month. I mean, she was unbelievable, and she is truly she's a superstar, really. Um, and I said, wow, that's really impressive, and I was interested, obviously. So I took advantage of his program, which is far more economical, and that was part of his mission, because he knows that this whole digital marketing thing is for people that are looking to try to make money and not spend thousands and thousands of dollars and hoping that in 6 to 8 months they start seeing a return. Um, so I entered his 2-day workshop. It had a lot of information. I took notes and things like that. And one of the things I was very interested in is when he was working on blocks, but I'll get to that later. One thing I did learn from the previous program is that to build a business, you have to have a community and you have to have an expertise. Well, that was pretty easy for me. Obviously, I have a community. On Facebook, I have over 2,600 friends, and on my Facebook page, business page, I rated 500 followers. So I had something started. Okay, both of those aspects have grown quite a bit in the past couple months. Um, but so I had something. People know who I was. People know about my standing in the community, especially the music community. So it wasn't too big of a leap, you know. So I just I started looking into that. But then when I was with the Earn While You Learn, Junior started talking about blogs. Our first blog had to do with his program, which I was very happy to do. I'm very excited about him and his program. Junior is very successful, and I mean, for a guy to be on the front cover of Forbes magazine, that's pretty impressive, right? Um, but also, when I learned about doing blogs, it gave me the confidence to do more blogs. And of course, I wanted to do blogs about music, music instruments, music education, and then doing video interviews. I did a few with my voice students, and that really helps because that word of mouth endorsement, really helps your business and your standing amongst people that are just trying to check you out. But the second part of it, which I think probably was the most important, was in his Mindset Mondays, where he was talking about how you don't think about making money, but you think about helping people. Think about the helping people part of it. That's your mission. And the more you think about helping people, by the way, that's contagious. Once I started it, it never stopped. I just wanted to start helping people, and it is a great feeling. And but he talked about how it creates a karma, and whatever you put out there, it comes right on back to you. Then all of a sudden, of course, I was engaging in the Zoom calls. Train really wanted me to do that, even though I was doing things on my own, planting seeds, getting out there, talking to people about Junior's program and stuff. But once I started getting to the Zoom calls, there's a synergy. There's something going on there amongst people of like mind and like aspirations. Junior likes to call it a family. I agree. Got to know a lot of people there. Became friends with some of them, and continue to. There's just something like a law of attraction going on. And when you're helping other people with their guests that you're trying to show what we're doing and want them to join us and stuff. But all of a sudden, then the students started coming. I mean, it was amazing. It was within 2 months, my business grew like close to 200%. And so you would think, okay, well, this just doesn't happen. I've been in this business for a very long time. I know that this doesn't happen just overnight. Okay. So I think a really key portion of Junior's training is mindset. And the more you're thinking about helping people, the more it just seems to come right on back to you. And this karma does work. So, I mean, putting the blogs out, I'm sure people, call the studio. Okay, who's Marcello Rossi? Let's go check them out. They check my website out. And then maybe they might see my blogs and see what I've written, stuff like that. Maybe they like what they read, and then they sign up. But first, they got a call in the first place. First of all, they have to make the attempt to even look for a teacher. And it just all happened. It was unbelievable. And I've never experienced that kind of business growth in such a short amount of time. So, in fact, I just added 3 more students yesterday. So there's something to this, and so I'm just I just can't stress enough how I think that this change is because of Junior, his philosophies, what he's brought to us, and so I have to credit that, and so that's what I do. I say, well, listen, since I've been with Junior, my business has grown by 100%, 150%, whatever point I was, I mentioned it, and people were impressed by that, and they should be, because it doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen like that, and so I would say to people, that if you're looking to try to get out of the 9 to 5 grind, if you're looking to try to get something, some kind of business that you can actually build on, that is might be much more rewarding, that you might want to check out Junior Anthony, check out his team, check out his programs, and the amazing people that are with him. So I cannot stress that enough. And thank you for listening. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Trang. And that's it.